Yeah, I've seen it all. From corner hustles to courtroom busts. From fast money to feds knocking at dawn. I took bullets, did bids, buried soldiers I called brothers. But I ain't here to glorify it. I'm here to break it down. This ain't gossip. This ain't no rap blog. This is history, straight from the pavement. You tapped into Crime Town TV, where street legends live on in ink, not in rumors. I'm Hank, the voice that survived it all. Now I'm telling it all. Let's talk about it. Anybody that wants to support the channel can cash at me at CHank for promotion. Contact CSWorld215@gmail.com.
Yo, what's good, Crime TV fam? Your boy back at it again, bringing you another story straight from the concrete jungle. Tonight, we talking about a real one. Frank Sumpter, the Black Godfather of Cleveland. This ain't just another street tale. This is about power, loyalty, and the choices that change everything. Let's set the scene. Cleveland, early 80s. The city's got a pulse, a beat, a vibe you can feel in the air. The steel mills ain't what they used to be, but the streets is alive, hustling, grinding, moving weight, chasing dreams and nightmares. And in the shadows, a new kingpin is rising, Frank Sumpter. Now back then, the city's underworld was run by the Italians, the Irish, the usual suspects. But Frank Sumpter, he wasn't playing by their rules. He built his own crew, the Sumpter Crew. And they wasn't just moving in the background, they was moving weight, running the show, and getting paid. Frank wasn't just another dude on the block. Nah, he was smart, calculated, and respected. He had a network of couriers, stash houses, and soldiers who would ride for him. The Sumpter Crew was known for moving major coke through the city, and Frank, he was the man calling the shots. But you know how it go, power come with heat. The feds was always watching, always listening, always trying to find a way in. Frank had to stay 3 steps ahead, keep his circle tight, and never let his guard down. Loyalty was everything, and betrayal that could cost you your life. Now here's where it gets wild. Frank Sumpter, the man who ran the streets, actually started working with the feds. Yeah, you heard that right. He became an informant, feeding info to the FBI in exchange for protection, or so he thought. Frank even tried to keep his son, Michael, out the game. He set up meetups with undercover agents, hoping to scare him straight. But in the streets, loyalty is everything, and sometimes you can't even trust yourself. Frank's double life wasn't easy. He was still running his crew, still moving weight, but now he had the feds in his ear. The lines between ally and enemy got blurry real quick. Frank was paying for big quantities of coke, sometimes even against FBI orders, and his empire was growing, but the feds was closing in. They was watching his every move, putting pressure on his people, and Frank's world was starting to crumble. Michael, Frank's son, got caught up in the game too. The feds was after him, and the whole Sumpter organization was feeling the heat. The empire that Frank built was starting to crack. The feds raided stash houses, arrested couriers, and shut down operations. Frank tried to protect his family, but in the streets, nothing's guaranteed. In the end, Frank Sumpter's story is about ambition, power, and the price you pay when you play the game. He tried to do right by his family, but the life he chose had consequences. Frank's legacy is complicated. He was a kingpin, an informant, and a father. His stories show the highs and lows of the streets and the choices that define us. So what can we learn from Frank Sumpter? The streets don't play favorites. Power comes with a price, and loyalty is everything. Frank tried to change his fate, but the game always wins. His story is a reminder that no matter how high you rise, the fall is always just around the corner. Frank Sumpter's name still echoed in Cleveland's underworld. He was a legend, a cautionary tale, and a man who tried to do right by his family. His story is part of the city's history, and his legacy live on. So that's the story of Frank Sumpter, the Black Godfather of Cleveland. If you want more real stories from the streets, make sure you hit that subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on notifications. This is Crime TV, and we're just getting started. Yo, this is Crime TV. Stay safe, stay real, and I'll see you next time.